this is and that's what brothers go through while they in this truth. They be at war with themselves, man. Okay? They be at war with themselves, fighting. You know what I'm saying? Praying to YAHAWASHI, keep them in this truth and not take them out, man. Because it's so much wickedness laid in this earth to seduce you, try to seduce you to go back into the world, man. So it's a fight, man. It's a fight to keep off that old man, man. You boxing yourself, man. Okay? That's what it is. That's what you go through when you're in this truth, man. Some days you be so low, man, you don't want to talk to nobody. You just want to be by yourself, man. Okay? But it's a fight that you deal with, man. You might fall apart in the shower. In other words, you might cry in the shower, man. To hide your tears, man. You might fall apart. Some days you just want to just throw up your hands and be like, shit, man, I'm catching hell. You know what I'm saying? Mentally and physically. You know? But that faith keep you going. That faith drive you to keep pushing, man. That's the Most High, YAHAWASHI, not forsaken. Okay? But you're cast down. You're low, man. You're in a low state. Okay? But it's all for the manifestation of YAHAWASHI being in you, man. You have to suffer. Okay? You have to suffer, man. This is 2 Corinthians 4 and 11. For we which live are always delivered unto death for YAHAWASHI's sake, that the life also of YAHAWASHI might be made manifest in our mortal flesh. So we gotta suffer, man. You gotta suffer, okay? Go through this hell on earth, right? Mentally and physically, and getting attacked and harassed, okay? In your daily life and putting up videos. You know, you got people come up on the comment board talking noise. So you gotta go through them things, man. When you see those things happening, that's normal. Because the men of the Lord went through it back then. That's normal for you to go through them things in this truth. It's not strange. It's not foreign. It's a normal thing to go through in this truth. But some men lose faith and they lose the battle and go back into the world, man. They lose the fight, man. They lose the fight of them getting rid of that old man. And they lose the battle to where either they stop praying to the Heavenly Father and the Son, or they was not of the elect and they go back into the world, man. They lose the battle, man. And they become consumed into that wickedness in their flesh, man. And before you know it, they 8 times worse than what they was because they got demons on them, 8 demons on them. And 8 is a spiritual number, which means glory. So they glorifying Satan. There's no more YAHAWASHI, man. Yeah. There's no more YAHAWASHI, man. They a full-fledged demon, man. There ain't nothing you can do with them, man. They set for destruction. Okay? This 2 Corinthians 4 and 11. For we which live are always delivered unto death for YAHAWASHI's sake, that the life also of YAHAWASHI might be made manifest in our mortal flesh. So you have to go through it so YAHAWASHI can be manifest in your flesh, man. Through the Spirit, man. You have to go through it, man. So when you catching hell and you like, man, I'm in a low state, man, you don't feel like being bothered, you don't want to talk to nobody, you don't want to get out the bed, you just want the covers over your head, you just want to stay at home, just know that those are trials that you have to go through in order for YAHAWASHI to be manifest in you, to where you got to become, to where you can become that new man, man, in your mind, man. Okay? So it's a war. It's a war that's going on with you, yourself, man. And then you got the people that's out here, they got demons on them, attacking you at the same time. Okay? Then you might have an old lady when she's bugged out that you got to deal with. But the Most High give you strength and power, okay? And He won't forsake you. Or you might have for the women, you might have a husband that's bugged out of his mind, okay? But the Most High give you strength and power to where you won't lose faith. You won't be forsaken, okay? This is 2 Corinthians 4 and 12. So then death worketh in us, but life in you. So death worketh in us, meaning we're putting off that old man, right? And we'll catch hell. We'll catch hell, okay? Putting off that old man, we'll catch hell. But we doing that through the Spirit, so the elect that's not out there woke up to the truth that YAHAWASHI will be manifest in them when they hear the gospel. Okay? So you hear it, okay? You catch hell, and you start teaching the word because you believe in it, and therefore that word travels to the elect that hear the word, okay? And they gonna start catching hell, and the Most High gonna try them, and so YAHAWASHI can be manifest in them, and it's a repeating cycle. Boom, until all the elect get delivered out of America. So you're gonna catch hell as long as you here, man. So it's a repeating cycle, okay? And it happened to them back then, and it's happening now, okay? So this is what Paul is explaining to them in Corinthians. 2 Corinthians 4 and 12. So then death worketh in us, but life in you. What's life in you? To have the gospel so you can get eternal life. So how do you do that? By hearing the word, man. Okay? So it's a repeating cycle. You heard it, I heard it, the brothers over there heard it, and these videos, these digital letters going out, so other brothers are hearing it, and they're waking up to this truth, and their faith is being built up, but they're going to have to go through them trials and tribulations, man. They're going to have to get harassed, okay? They're going to have to get persecuted. That's what it is while you're in this truth, man. You might lose your family, okay? You might lose your job. Your cars might break completely down. You might be homeless, but that's a trial that you have to go through while you're in this truth, and somebody outside of this truth will look at it like it's Looney Tunes, but the Heavenly Father and His Son is looking at it like, that's normal. So I don't know why you tripping at the light. That's normal. And while we reading these scriptures, and other brothers see these videos, right? And other brothers in other states see these videos that brothers never met, and they say, man, I'm going through the same thing. So it's a repeating cycle. But you have to suffer while you're in this truth. Okay? Brothers hear this truth, right? That ain't out here with us, that ain't came out yet, they'll hear this truth, and they'll be catching all type of hell. They don't even know why they catch hell. You done heard it. You see what I'm saying? You done heard this truth. Now you got to catch hell, man. The Most High is beating you up, man. You know what I'm saying? Until you come out here, you hear the brothers, you come around the brothers, and they get to talking about, man, I was going through this, I was going through that, such and such, and they be like, man, I was going through the same thing. So it's a repeating cycle, man. Okay? But the Most High will test you, man. He will test you. The Heavenly Father and His Son will test you, so His Son can be manifest in you, and so you can put off that old man, man. Okay? This is 2 Corinthians 4 and 13, right? We having the same spirit of faith according as it is written. I believe, and therefore I have spoken. We also believe, and therefore I spake. So, like I was saying, it's a repeating cycle. I hear the word, right? And I teach it. You hear the word, and you teach it, right? And it's a repeating cycle because why? You believe, you got faith. And that faith will jump from me, it'll jump from you, it'll jump from them brothers to another brother, and them other brothers who hear it, they'll start catching hell, right? But it's all based off faith because why? They believe and they teach it. Okay? So once you start believing, you're going to start catching hell, contrary to popular belief. And the Heavenly Father and His Son looking at you like it's normal. I don't know why you whining. It's normal. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why that ain't nothing. Because see, the Heavenly Father and His Son looking at it like, look, I can see you through this because I'm about to give you some that you can't even you know, that ain't been showed to nobody on this planet. I'm about to give you the world and much more, man. Things you can't even, certain things you can't even put your, you know, put your mind on. So yeah, I'm gonna see you through it. Because this, I'm gonna give you a greater reward for you suffering. Okay? For you being renewed in the spirit, man. I'm gonna give you a greater reward. So catch it. catch that pebble on my, I ain't gonna say no boulder because it'll crush you and destroy you. You'll go back into the world. But what I'm saying is the most I might hit you with a pebble, you be like, oh.
Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness, you might go down on one knee. You know what I'm saying? But that's just the way it is, man. He throw that pebble at you, you're like, nah, this little pebble at you. You go down on one knee. But he haven't forsaken you. It's all the what? Build you back up to where you can stand back up and put off that old man. So he's beating that old man off of you. You know what I'm saying? He might hit you with that pebble. That old man, fracture that old man might come off of you to where you on your knees. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You keep praying to YAHAWASHI, you know, and you're able to stand back up. But guess what? That fragment of that old man is gone. You know, building your faith up. You're renewing your spirit. Hey, man, it's beautiful, man. Yeah, if you think about it, it's beautiful. But these people can't see it. You know, it ain't meant for them to see it. But like I always explain to you, when all hell break loose, they're gonna have a question mark in their head. And because of their wickedness, okay, because of their wickedness and not turning back to the Heavenly Father and His Son, and when He send them principalities, them admirations on the earth, they're gonna be scared of a bird chirping. See? They're gonna be scared of the bird chirping or a squirrel running across the street. They're gonna be scared of the squirrel, thinking it's a bird. You know what I'm saying? That's just a strong delusion that just gonna have on them. Nah, that's a squirrel, but they see a bird. You know what I'm saying? That's a strong delusion, man. Okay? They gotta get punished for not having faith in YAHAWASHI. But you getting punished for having faith, but it's a greater reward for you, but you gotta suffer. Okay? You gotta suffer. So YAHAWASHI can be manifest in you. And so you can go out and teach others so they can suffer right along with you for YAHAWASHI so they can get the kingdom. Yeah. There you go. Here's what Paul hit you up with in Corinthians. Now he hit you with it, man. You know, to the Israelites that was in Greece, Corinth, Greece. This 2 Corinthians 4 and 13. We have the same spirit of faith. We have the same spirit of faith, right? According as it is written. Now, why is it saying according as it is written? Because it's in the Old Testament. Anytime it says as it is written, that means that it's in the Old Testament. Now let's see in the Old Testament where Paul is saying as it is written. They go to excuse me. Let's go to Psalm, 116 and 10.
All right, this is Psalms chapter 116, verse 10. I believe, therefore have I spoken.
It said, I believe, and therefore I have spoken. So here it is, Paul is saying as it is written. So he went to the Old Testament, right, which is in the book of Psalms. He's quoting it, believe. And what does belief deal with? Faith. So Paul is quoting it because he has faith in YAHAWASHI. So his suffering and what he's going through and getting that old man off of him, dying in the spirit of dying, meaning that old man dying and YAHAWASHI being manifest in him is through faith, man. He believed. Okay? It's through faith. Go ahead, bro.
I was greatly afflicted.
I was greatly afflicted. So since he believed, right? Because that's what Paul is quoting, that scripture right there. Since he believed, he's being greatly afflicted. So he's being harassed, he's being prosecuted. So we're going to look up that word afflicted right there. Right? And let's see what that word means. And let's see if that strike a nerve to fit brothers that's going, that's being tried while they're in this truth. Because words mean things. And when you look them up, they come alive, man. The words come alive, man. The scriptures come alive, man, when you look up them words. So we're finna look up the word afflicted in Psalms 116 and 10, right? Whoever got it first, bring it out. In the blue letter.
Okay, this is the blue letter Bible.
Speak loud, brother, so they can hear you.
Okay. This is the blue letter Bible. Psalms 116 and 10. We're going to look up that word afflicted.
Right.
It means to be occupied, be busied with, to afflict, oppress.
Oh, oppress. Go ahead.
Humble, be afflicted.
Ooh, humble. That's dealing with being brought low.
Be bowed down, to be put down.
To be put down. So in the world, people like you. When you come into this truth, you being put down. You being humble, man. You know. Go ahead.
Become low.
Become low.
To be
Hey, that's dealing with the word cast down when we're reading up. See? So, the Most High through Paul is telling you, this is normal when you come into the truth. Having faith in YAHAWASHI and you being humble and brought low and cast down, okay, to being oppressed in the spirit to get off that old man so YAHAWASHI can be manifesting you is normal. I'm telling you. Go ahead.
To be depressed.
To be depressed. So these people are look at you and be like, man, why you look like that? Hey, man, the Most High doing it to me, man, because I believe. I'm teaching this word, and I believe. Now we're gonna look up the word depressing etymology. So you catching all this hell, right? And the Most High put it up on you. You lose jobs. You lose your old lady. You lose money. Your car break down. You mentally and physically being broken down. And you mean to tell me you ain't gonna be depressed?
Yeah, you lose
and then
sleep.
you wake up, then you losing sleep, right? Then you wake up and you still in America, Babylon the Great. And you seeing all these sodomites walk around here, and you seeing Esau spraying chemtrails. You seeing Esau you looking at YouTube and seeing how Esau is putting animal genes with food, man. And then you seeing the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans on all these drugs, okay? And you seeing your family members celebrate Christmas, celebrating birthdays, celebrating 4th of July. You mean to tell me you ain't gonna be depressed? You mean to tell me that you ain't gonna be that? And the Most High, according to the scriptures, say, hey, that's normal for being in the truth because you got faith. You're gonna go through it because you got faith. And Paul was telling you, look, I'm going through this because I believe. I'm teaching this word because I believe, but I'm catching hell. I'm brought low. I'm depressed. You see? Go ahead.
Be downcast, to be afflicted, to stoop, to humble oneself, bow down, to be afflicted.
Yeah. So read that again in Psalms.
This is Psalm chapter 116, verse 10. I believe, therefore have I spoken.
He said, I believe and therefore I have spoken. Now we're gonna look up the word depressed because we gotta get that too. We gotta look up the word depressed too, right? Grab it. It says depressed, to put down. This in the etymology, right? To put down by force. It says to press down. Okay? To press down, to hold fast, cover. So in other words, to press, it says push down physically. It said push down physically, right? Is from early 15th century that deject, make gloomy. Alright, man. So being in this society, man, and you wake up every morning, man, and you see these heathens ruling over you, man, you see all this corruption in the world, man, and you say you're gonna be happy. But even though it's a balance, man, so you won't get destroyed, man, it's a balancing thing, man. But the Most High guides you to that, man, to the balance, man.